What's up everyone, here today for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my keyboard rotation and why specifically these keyboards out of my whole collection are my favorites. We'll be talking about the specs, the design, what I think about them and whether you should get them. And right here we have three of my favorite keyboards, starting off with MiraBox's K1 Pro, which has a Stream Deck installed, MelGeek's MADE68 Ultra V2 and Keydous AJ68 low profile keyboard. Now, MiraBox's keyboard is 80% and I mostly use it for everything. The top two are 60% if I'm correct. And I use MiraBox for pretty much everyday use, work, gaming, streaming. I use MelGeek's for competitive gaming strictly. And I use Keydous' keyboard for when I'm feeling a little bit relaxed and I'm either watching something or gaming. I've been using this keyboard for about 2 months now, and honestly the keyboard itself isn't even the reason I like it so much. This is the MiraBox K1 Pro. It's an 87 key mechanical keyboard that costs roughly $109 or roughly £82, but built directly into it is basically a miniature Stream Deck, and after actually living with it, that's the part that's made it stay on my desk. The design also reminds me of the transparent tech craze that peaked in the late 1990s and early 2000s, back when gaming companies really cared about their consumers. These are hot swappable red mechanical switches, and for a keyboard like this, I really do like how they sound. But this is why I'd actually buy it. You get 6 LCD buttons that you can turn into shortcuts for basically anything. I've got Xbox, Google, and the apps I actually use sitting directly on my keyboard. And these 3 knobs aren't just decoration either. They're programmable and can control different pages and functions within the Stream Dock. So instead of buying a keyboard and then spending more money on a separate Stream Deck, I've basically got both in one. Now, the main problem, and what I didn't like mostly about this keyboard, is actually getting everything set up, because the software is easily my least favorite part of this keyboard. It works and then there's a lot you can customize, but the experience just isn't as polished as the hardware. Honestly, it is my top 3 for a reason, and I would recommend this keyboard. Honestly, I love this keyboard. It's probably the cleanest keyboard in my entire collection. This is the Keydous AJ68. It costs around $120 or £90. And after using it for about a month, there's one main reason I keep coming back to it. Just look at it. It's a 68 key low profile mechanical keyboard with a full aluminium body, and I absolutely love this all black design. It's ridiculously thin, only 21mm, and then you turn it around and Keydous have randomly gone completely red on the back, and somehow it works. There's RGB as well, including these side light strips, but personally, I think this keyboard looks best when everything is kept pretty simple. The black and red design already does enough. You've also got 3 ways to connect it: Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless or USB-C. But my most favorite detail, there's a little metal compartment built into the keyboard specifically for the wireless receiver. So instead of having this tiny USB dongle sitting somewhere on your desk waiting to disappear forever, you just put it back in there. I genuinely don't have much to complain about. There are keyboards with crazy gaming specs, more features, and probably better software. But after a month, this is still one of my favorites purely because of how nice it is to actually use. Keydous also gives you software for changing things like your lighting and key configuration. And there's actually a web-based version too, which I much prefer to downloading another program onto my PC. I won't lie, I think I did find the best gaming keyboard ever. This is the MelGeek MADE68 Ultra V2, and I've owned it for about a month now, using it pretty much exclusively for gaming. And before we even get into performance, just look at this thing. The full aluminium body gives it this really clean premium look, but it also feels ridiculously solid. It weighs almost 1.2 kilograms, so once it's on your desk, this thing is not going anywhere. I also really like the 68 key layout. It keeps everything compact without feeling like I'm sacrificing the keys I actually use. And there's a part of the design I haven't even turned on yet, which might genuinely be my favorite thing about this entire keyboard. We'll get to that in a minute. Everything is controlled through MelGeek's Hive 2.0 software as well, where you can change your actuation, rapid trigger, lighting, and the rest of your gaming settings. There's a lot here if you actually want to tune this thing properly. There are cheaper Hall effect keyboards with similar headline specs, but specs aren't why this is my favourite. It's the fact that MelGeek somehow made a keyboard that's focused on competitive gaming that I also genuinely love using. After a month, this is easily the best keyboard I've ever owned. Now, spec-wise, you're getting 8K rolling, 16K scanning, rapid trigger and adjustable magnetic switches down to 0.1mm. Basically everything you'd want for competitive gaming. It's a must-buy. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you'd like me to review and unbox anything else or take a look at anything specific, let me know in the comment section.